Hello, this is Bone Structure 7.2, Part 3 by Vanessa Garcia, and today we will be describing the macroscopic and microscopic structure of a long bone. So long bones are hard, dense bones that provide strength, structure, and mobility. And the bones are made up of this compact portion of the bone, which is right here along the diaphysis, and then the spongy part of the bone. They each have the articular cartilage, which is this little part right up here and below. And the articular cartilage actually, it's like a cushion for the bones to keep them from rubbing up against one another and to protect the bones from any shock as we're walking or moving, whatever we're doing. And the bone is made up of this top and bottom epiphysis, which is where the bones grow. It helps the bones grow, and they actually grow through the epiphyseal plate. And once we stop growing, it actually turns into the epiphyseal line, which is this line right along here. And all these little dots right here along this area in here, this is part of the spongy part of the bone. And the spongy part of the bone is mainly made up of trabeculae that is inside, and you will find the red bone marrow in this spongy part of the bone. And the rest of the bone is mainly made up of diaphysis, and in here is where you'll find the yellow bone marrow. And all this inside part is actually fat deep in here. It's all fat being stored inside through this medullary cavity right along here, this little space. Down here we have the perosteum, which are these red blood cells that cover the diaphysis, and they supply the bone's tissue through these blood cells right along here, all up and down this bone. Now, if we were to zoom into this compact bone, we would get this image here, and we would see that the compact bone is made up of osteons. And these osteons run along longitudinally on the bone and are packed together with hollow centers. So you can see right here, they kind of look like straws, just all packed together. And these are the osteons. They actually look like tree rings, like the life rings on the tree. And the center of the osteon is called the central canal. And this is where the blood vessels are, like in this area here. Oops. It's the blood vessels. And there's a perforating canal that connects to the central canal to continue the blood flow path between the perosteum and the medullary cavity. And then these rings, these matrix rings right here, all of these little lines, they are called lamellae. And the osteocytes are in the lamellae in a space called the lacuna, which is right along here. Down here, we can see how these are all interconnected together to continue the blood flow all throughout the bone. Right, and here are my sources.